Many memorable moments in the game are not actually moments at all. They take hours and sometimes days to unfold. But this next one is a moment. It created a sensation at the time and has been talked about ever since. It belonged to Shane Warne.
Well, life was a real struggle for England in 1993. The Australians went up to Old Trafford and they made 289 on rather a dicey pitch. Mark Taylor got a very good 100 and it was great to see. And then the England side went along okay until Atherton was out for 71. In came Mike Gatting. Much more important, on came Shane Warne.
1 for 80 here at Old Trafford. Shane Warne is to come on at the Warwick Road end.
The first ball on English soil for Shane Warne just changed his life.
I'm standing at the top mark, it's my first ball. I'm a bit nervous because I haven't played against England before and it means so much, Australia versus England.
They bowled to an orthodox field for a start, just a slip.
I come into bowl and I generally just want to start a normal spell. I just bowl a few leg breaks to get myself into a bit of rhythm, bit of momentum, get into the feel of the game.
First ball in Test cricket in England for Shane Warne.
So I've come into bowl, let go of the delivery, feels pretty good out the hand.
And he's done it. He started off with the most beautiful delivery.
It drifted in and it dipped and then it kicked and hit the top of off stump. Now, I mean, what more can you do? Because of the dip, the batsman was wrong-footed in terms of the ball's length. Because of the furious work on the ball, it drifted in, so he was wrong-footed because of the line of the ball. And then because of that spin on the ball again, it really did rip and hit the top of off stump. I mean, the perfect delivery, and it will be the ball forever.
Well, some people said it drifted 2 feet towards the leg stump and outside it, and then it spun back 2 feet. That's not true. It was around about 9 inches each way, and it just clipped the top of the bail. It was absolutely magnificent.
It was one of those things that just happened, and watching Healy's reaction behind the stumps, and it was just an enormous feeling, and it's pretty hard to describe how good it felt to do it.
Gatting has absolutely no idea what has happened to it. He still doesn't know.
Mike Gatting stood there stunned. He thought I'd hit the bails off with my gloves or something suspicious had happened. Luckily I held my mouth. I had eye contact with him as I was running past him. I was about to say something and didn't, and he just had no idea.
Kenny Palmer just gave him a raised eyebrow and a little nod, and that's all it needed.
And it's not until later, until I have a look at the replay, I realised how far it actually turned. I thought it was just a leg break that turned a little bit.
Well, that has turned about 2.5 feet. Gatting can't believe his eyes. What a start for Shane Warne.
We saw Warne bowl that type of delivery in New Zealand. He was spinning the ball so far in New Zealand that he was missing the bat by 6 inches. So we had to move his line outside leg, and that's where he started to do that, and sometimes around the wicket. So I'd gotten used to those sorts of the drifting ball outside leg and coming back to off. You know, but to do it first ball, freakish.
Sitting in the pub in 20 years' time, and instead of turning that far, it would have turned that far. And I suppose even when I'm 75, it would have turned even further. Yeah, it was probably my favourite delivery I've ever bowled.
Something everyone forgets, though, is that shortly after that, with only 4 more runs added, Warne bowled an equally good delivery to Robin Smith and had him caught it slip by Taylor. It's never thought of these days.